Okay, time to go live. Alright, hello everybody. Sleepynight Gaming today. As you know, I don't have my Black Serpent as speaker as we speak. But other than that, guys, today we are gonna start working on these December 2022 Best Evil Commander tier list with no limitation. Obviously, we're gonna talk about like it can be high respect as respect 10 with their unique items, and whatever combo that we're gonna use. But then again, guys, I play evil roleplay, so that's the way the game should be playing roleplay. I mean, it's kind of odd just to see I don't know what good commander are we gonna use, like Shadow using Marshal, Cavalier and Cataphact. You know what I mean? Even though it's kind of cool, or using a Black Serpent, using the Fat Archers and so on, it just didn't go well together. Hey, what's up, Roman? What's up, man? You are always waiting for the live stream. I know I haven't do the live stream for like ever. Other than that, we gonna start out with tier 1 commanders first, and we're gonna go from there. Other than that, let me try to call some people. Hey, welcome, man, welcome. So live stream is on now. Super excited. The reason we're doing this is because we have 7 hours left in our server here, and obviously it's very it's pretty dead season for the most part. And what we do is well, I'm just right here. We did have a little friendly free-to-play, not free-to-play, PvP against me and Estel and some other players. Just to get some maggots report in. I did record some of the maggots report. Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? So let's start out with tier 1 and make it very easy, because we do have tier 1. All the tier 1 we're gonna use well, what do we say here? How about we doing tier 1 first? Tier 1 first, then move to tier 2 and tier 3 as the thing goes. Or you want to go tier 3 and then go to 1. But other than that, guys, I think let's start out with Shaku. Okay, Shaku. Lurtz, I don't know, man. With my new build for Lurtz is pretty good. But we're gonna start out with Shaku. What, in my opinions, like for Shaku, he's good for siege. If he's a low budget siege, if you don't have Gothmog, you don't have Untuck at respect 5. When you're starting off, Shaku is, well, what do we... Let's take this out first and take a look at Shaku, right? I know it's not going to be much of the debate here. Wait, So basically, you can use Siege right here. Is R1. When you receive it, you can use it. So it's very basic. Then you can use it for gathering. Okay, but when you have him a little bit higher, you can use this one, Conspirator. But we want to use Treason. The first 4 round against 2 enemy unit, a chance of inflict madness, right? Each round. So the first 4 round, you can actually, well, we can do this. 100% chance for the first 4 round. If you don't have madness, you can use him as a madness bomb. Basically, you put like 3 weak troop inside, like 1 unit each, and then you just send it, and hopefully it will inflict the madness onto them, and then they will hit each other, and you only lost maximum of 3 units, and they would lost actually a lot more. You can use this. It doesn't really work all the time. In my opinion, he just like I would say he's like a meme or like a pather as the most. Agree or not agree? He's a passer for most, but if you start out the game about a year ago, people gonna be like, oh my god, Shaku is so good. He's so good here and there. And when people actually play them, you gotta have to admit it. When you play a first year ago, when you watch like Randy video and they be like, Shaku is like God. You know, people will be like running Shaku everywhere in season 1, and he's trash. He's like super trash. Alright, next, we're gonna go over. Next, whatever his name is. I'm so sorry, I never use this commanders, man. Azog. Azog here, he is a mini Lurtz. When you start out the game, he seem to be good. He's look cool, and so on, right? So take a look. He look cool and so on. He do commander. He have a pursuer, Shadow of the Mist, or the Mountain Warrior. This is kind of like situational, and his unique is that you have to be on a stone tile, and well, he do have an anti-heal too. However, if you actually, I mean, the max out, if the, you know, you have to sit on the stone tile to actually deal damage as much as Lurtz. I mean, I do have Estel. He tried to use him, is it last season or this season, with like a full movement kill, just try to do commander damage. He falls short, man. No matter, like, I think respect like 12. It's respect 12 or something, and you know, with the pretty good gear, he's still doing like maybe commander damage like 220k. That's about it, with heavy loss. I wouldn't call this commander a win at all. So we're gonna cut it short. He a C. You still can use it. That's the thing. You still can use it if you don't have like Shadow. You don't have Lurtz. You don't have Sagrets. That is, and his respect items. Okay, his respect items. You are using same thing as Gorbag, and it's a waste not to use Gorbag instead of this guy, right? So in my opinion, he's a C. He's usable. If you don't have anybody else better to use. Next, how many of you see this guy? Untuck. Is it respect 25 for Ragnar now? This one, his art itself is so cool. I mean, you look at it. It's a Urukai holding 2 fire sword. I mean axe, and it's cool, but the only thing I use him for personally is using battering ram, which is siege +2. So max out is at 14, right? So he half of the Gothmog, and he's a secondary siege commanders. You can try to use like Searing Axe. Normal attack have 30% chance to inflict burn damage. Okay, but they have a bunch of like, it's the mix. Like they have Pursuer, which is commander damage. Then there's the Uruk-hai Elite, which add Uruk-hai Captain for healing, and then the Dangerous Trade, which is it's not fully packed. You know what I mean? Like when you buy like cereals, it's come like half box or something. It's like he almost good. The damage almost there, but it's not enough execution, right? Personally, he is. I wouldn't even put him with. I mean, it's between Panther or a memes. What do you guys think? Best free siege, he can play 5 build, but the God 5 build Witch King make him look trash. Well, that's true. He's playable. I don't know. I'm thinking of like there's so many other, like if he's maxed out, the best he's gonna be a C. I mean, I'm not gonna try to lower it down to Panther. He's better than a Panther. We have Beruzil here, which is a Panther. Even though that you don't even use her as a Panther because she is like, because she even lost a lot of soldier by doing a pass for Beruzil. So like if you hit like 130 tile, 150 tile, it's bad. But for Untuck, he actually can hold his ground on those small tiles. So I would place him a C, Panther. Alright. Next, Khaldoon. Alright, well, we know he's an A right there, for real. He is right there. Khaldoon. Well, what do Khaldoon lost to? Right? If you think about it, most of the time, Khaldoon, he's like, he can do commander damage, but it's not as well. But for most of us now that have like higher respect, Khaldoon, everybody love him. Lost less soldier, deal high amount of like damage, right? I mean, I have seen like a lot of Khaldoon. Mark Diaz show me his Khaldoon. He's like respect 21 now. It's godly. You can fight Gandalf with Khaldoon. You can fight all the horse and do really well with Khaldoon. You would lose like if you fight evil, okay? Because most of the Khaldoon gear you want to do like against mount unit or like damage receive. Or evilment attack. It depends on like how you build him. Like you want to balance it out or you want to raise the attack. But for the most part, he's a solid commander. He's a solid A. Could he be S tier? Right. So if you meet like Dwalin, you can't counter Dwalin at all. Like you would lost a big chunk of, unless you fight like a weak Dwalin. But nowadays we are played 7 season now. Most of Dwalin players, they're not weak. Okay, it's gonna chop through like Khaldoon. That's probably his downside, and he actually lost to Witch King. But I mean, Estelle do have like a report that almost beat Witch King, you say? I was like, wait, he can actually beat Witch King? And not gonna lie, dude, this is a pretty deck out Witch King. So I was like, wow. Because Estelle have a better Khaldoon than I am. So, you know, we all go to the same school, man. So, yeah. But most of the time, you're not going to fight with Witch King. That's the thing. But overall, he's a very solid commander. What should we put him on? Alright. A or S? Okay, A or S. Type down A or S, and we shall place him, because I like him too. I like Khaldoon too. Yeah, if you look at this Estelle here, look, experienced warrior almost top there. And that's come with the Hunt Down. I believe Hunt Down is better than Collaboration, but if you have a little bit higher respect, like 2 more respect, that this is gonna be max. You can max out Hunt Down, and yeah, then you can. I don't know, man. SOA. That's the thing. A. No, dude. There's no way. There's no way he's gonna be B. Yeah, okay. A. We all agree on A. I want to put him a little bit higher, but hey, dude, it's You think Collaboration is better? Well, we'll debate that later. Okay. We're gonna have Estelle like reset, and then try. Next, we have Yusra. At low respect, I admit it, she's like a pather or gatherer, right? But on respect 10 and higher, okay, did I take out this thing out yet? Not yet. Okay, so at the higher respect, I actually used her just to farm. So let's take a look at Yusra real quick. So with the new hammer, I can upgrade this weapons with no like fear of like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna get my stuff back. So I've been holding out. So I got 3-star refined. I could have get it 4 stars. However, the 3rd star is 120 of these this blue rocks right now. I could get it if I break like Gorbag. Well, you can't see Gorbag, but if I break Gorbag, I can make him a 4 stars. But I want to try with 3 first, because it's gonna consume a lot of gold in order to. You need another 6 gold weapon to upgrade them, and then I have to refine it. But with this though, first 3 rounds, all allies, okay, 60% chance to follow up when your army come of evil men. The reason she's not that shine in the the whole year is because evil men unit is not is weak. Okay, it have tank, which is the vanguard, and then you have a halberdier, right? For the evilman, the dragoon, the damage is okay for what they are, but it's not like a main damage unit, right? Then we have Corsair, which is like not very good. However, with the new unit that's coming out, like, what do they call again? I have it on my other videos. The new Evilman unit, which will be the melee unit, and gonna deal damage to the range in the first 4 rounds. And this is like, it's gonna be a game changer in my opinions, and it's gonna be a new unit in the barrack. So you don't have to go hunt for them. You can actually build them out. Even though it's not a range unit that we were looking for, but it's still an Evilman. It's still gonna do follow up by 60%. And well, we are still in the testing of this. We do max out the experienced warrior. I max out the hunt down and gonna fill out this a little bit. Okay, here we go. And then I do have Easterling for, well, just to have a skill. I haven't not really tested her out because it's not there yet. It's not there, but for the testing, she is very good. Right, that's the thing. That's the thing that I say about this commanders here. She can do all unit in the first 3 rounds, so it's gonna be a mini witch queen for the evilman, and then she's gonna deal the commander damage as well. So it's kind of like a hybrid, but you need. But she do high amount of commander damage with this setup already, and then the unit gonna deal more once the season come out. So what would you rate her? What do you think? Yeah, but this is maxed out though. It's not gonna be like, hey, you know, we're not gonna use just the standard build. This is gonna be high respect, and in my opinions, she's gonna be as a if you do have this weapons. If you don't have this weapons, commander damage alone might not be enough, right? So, but with this, it's gonna be high commander damage, high soldier damage once we actually test out with like these new evil unit that's just gonna come out. All right, so A, yep, we all agree on A. This commanders, I don't want to. I know someone that have his unique. However, we try so many. You know, he's an Uruk-hai, okay, but he buff orcs, okay, and his he's just so different. Like, you know, orcs damage plus, right? And he gonna hit himself. That's the thing. That's the problem that he has. You can run, try to run, but his weapon, his unique weapon is what do you call it? Is the hand, so you can use retaliate on him. But then again, he doesn't buff enough Uruk-hai in order to actually heal the Uruk-hai. I think he's need fixing, man. His skill needs. I mean, like, Watchman of Sirit Angu. He should. They should change this one. But then again, it's against the lore, and the skill wise, I never seen successful of this unit here. What do you guys think? He's a pather. He's very slow. If you look at it, his walk very slow compared to many other commanders. Even though you use the walk to run, he's still trash. Not gonna lie, he looked nice, but a pather. We can all agree on this. No argument there. All right, guys. We know Gorbag is here. It belongs to A for sure. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. The thing is, Chagat is not usable, right? So now we are at Gorbag right here. Alright, Gorbag. Do we have anything to say about Gorbags? He's an A. I personally have him like what? I have Gorbag respect 14, and he is, I don't know, what level is he? 18? I don't even use, I only use Gorbag if I play like Gundabad. Okay? It's because at the end of the day, we have a lot of commanders, and you want to be able to switch around, play with different builds, and so on. I don't want to be like stuck. So, but he is a good commander. He's probably one of my first, like, well, it's the first one that I have his unique right here. Okay. His unique is increase defense by 8.6 for 1 refine, modified by focus stat. He is very, very good. Hey, what's up, man? Savage. Gorbag is solid, dude. It's solid. It's so solid. Like, you can have like a Gorbag running fight with Gandalf. Many of us agree that Gorbag can counter Gandalf really well. He actually, I mean, it's not. He will get wiped once in a while with like other deck and so on, but for the most part, Gorbag is soldier buff. Well, we can go at the, you know, like the Great Leader here, damage receive. Okay, Orcish Warlord, another damage receive. Okay, and then my speed, I put this if you are a little bit higher than 14 for sure, but for now is he walks slow. And then Watchman of Sirit Angu is the same skill. However, he have this. He have a Great Leader, so that's why Gorbag is much tankier, because you're gonna get 15 damage receive here. You're gonna get another 14 damage, 29 already just by this tree, and then you're gonna come up with here. You're gonna deal extra damage. Okay. Then that's gonna be in rage. Man, he's everything. you can inflict stun onto it, and then add it bleed, but we don't. And then later on, if you have extra, you can increase focus, which will also modify the unique weapons that you're gonna get more defense. And you're gonna take less damage. He is out there. He is out there in an A. Do we agree that he could be an S? Huh. Right. So he is good. He is good out there. S. Do we agree on S? Gorbag is S. You don't really see Gorbag lost to a lot. I mean, he will draw. He will win. He will, well, some of those like high respect Gorbag just gonna trash you. I mean, if you have not, well, I don't know, man. We play for 7 seasons. We know Gorbag is very solid commander. The reason we don't use it because we can only have like what, 4 commander at the max that you actually have to use. But Gorbag is solid out there if you don't have some of the top commander out there. S tier, we all agree on S tier, okay? Alright, we're gonna resize this guy all the way here, and he's a S tier, okay? Okay, mouth talk. Okay, this one right here, I would say it will be very short for many of you. I don't even know what he oh, okay, he's here. Alright. Maltog is another commander, evil commanders. I have him at respect 9 without using. So, he is good. He is good when I first started, but I learned very, very hard that it's not to be played with anymore. Okay, when I first started, there's a lot of people that came along with me, and even like, oh man, I use Maltog, man. It's like so OP, just running like all Warg, all Raiders. And then he's gonna heal. Okay, let's take a look at his skill real quick, okay? This Walk Trainer, think about it. Allied with Walk damage, Del plus 30%, right? Immune to madness, okay? Walk healing, okay? Look at that. Unit with Walk defense plus again. It's like, whoa, man. You have to have him respect 5. But then again, like many units for the evil, first of all, the Walk units trash. They're trash. It's supposed to, if you read about it, it's like the Walk supposed to actually beat the horse. They're supposed to counter the horse. They don't. They have lower damage and defense and health and so on compared to the horse. They're just like a knockoff. So which make him not, if the dev release like T4 like orcs that like ride the walk or something, that or walk archers, he might be like a good like a fast unit or something. I don't know. I don't know. He could, if they buff the walk a little bit, maybe he's better. Because right now the walk is, I don't even have raiders in my season, and season about to end. So he have potential, but I don't think he is good at all. He's a good passer for me. No, I'm not. Well, he can actually. He's a passer. He can actually take tile. Yeah, it's so low for this guy here, even at respect 9. Well, he's a good passer for me, and a lot of you just say C. I don't want to like encourage the future viewer that watch this and just be like, wow, man, he actually a C. At least I have a C commander. No, I do not recommend using this commander. Okay. Right, we have another. he's belong to A, solid A tier, Grima. Right, but then again, we have to. Season 5, it's. I don't think we should count Season 5 as one of the season that we should be playing for Evil. There's so many people that doing Rise Up, and it's just so cheating. Grima. Let's talk about Grima. I mean, I have him respect, like, I use him as a pather right now, but a lot of people have really, really strong Grima. I have seen a lot of players that using Grima and it's, so strong. It's so broken. But I don't know. I don't know if I want, because when you're gonna focus on commanders, you can only focus on one. You don't want to use all your respect like everywhere. So Grima is another good commander. Okay, the reason he is a good commander is, well, what do we do here? You can use Worm Tongue here. This is enemy commander inflict madness. This is 100%. Okay, it's happened every 2 rounds. And then enfeebles. You might want to max this out and so on. Survivor, basically, damage received by after round 6, I think. And then prudence is kind of like shroud. You don't get hit. Okay, so your units stay longer and you inflict madness onto them. You can synergize them with your helmet, with your weapons. Well, you're gonna have to use the unique weapons if you want to. This tree right here, a lot of people use it. Commander, poison damage, and as well as lower defense and outflank that you can counter the range unit. Early game you can use second in the command and anticipation. So his tree is good. But he's not like a commander that you think, because a lot of people don't understand madness, how he works. So, but once you understand him, he is out there. He's really good. I have to agree with Finn on, like, for the most part, people will say like Grima is good, it's good and so on. But since we play for 7 seasons now, it doesn't matter, because madness is so easy to counter with using like madness immunity helmet, and you can do like mono stack to counter. It's a lot of things that they can counter madness, but he is a good commander. If you don't have Sauron, he is the second option there, and another option to counter with Gandalf. Most of the Gandalf, they're gonna use madness too. We're gonna use madness against them, and I feel like I'm the same boat as Finn, with a lot of people that have madness immunity nowadays. He is, well, without madness, then he's an A. But with a lot of madness, immunity helmet, then yeah, he's a B. Yeah, not everybody will have Sauron. That's the thing, right? So, do we agree that he is a B? I mean, he's good commanders. Don't get me wrong, but he's just so easy to counter. B? Do we get this as a B? All right, come on, come on. Yeah, I mean he is good, but that's a different option. Like for me, for Galadriel, I use Witch King, right? It's totally different. Like how you do it. B, yeah. All right, we can agree on he being a B. All right. All right, so that's it for tier 1, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna move on to tier 2 today. Tier 2. Alright. This is gonna be a very interesting debate on him. Gothmog, Siege-Mog, whatever you want to use, this Gothmog is dope. Okay, Gothmog. What can we say about Gothmog, man? That's a lot to it. That's a lot to Gothmog. Personally, I use Gothmog for Siege because I have a lot of different commanders. So let's break it down. What can Gothmog do? Okay, so he's gonna have this tree right here. Second in command here. You have anticipation. You can evade damage. You can increase defense. Then they have fortify and parallax right here on the overlord. Okay, cripple. He have a heal. He can anti-heal, right? And then he have orcs and troll buff for the first 3 rounds for 60%. You can ideally. And then he have Gron, which is +4 siege. So by 7, that's 28. This is Gothmog can deal over 500k siege damage. Okay, this no one have higher than him. He is very good. And then you can put accessory that he can use is this ball right here. Okay. Siege Uruk-hai +6. This is only 2 strengthen. You can use that and plus another. Oh man, this is so OP for if you just use him for siege, right? Okay, but can he do like high damage? Okay, Gothmog. If you don't use them for siege, okay, if you just like. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna use Gothmog. You know, you use like those mountain troll. You added reapers behind it. You added crusher for lower defense. You put the Mogu Alabits behind it, and so on. You know, whatever orc unit that deal damage, you put it out there, or especially with the new drummer, so you can use the mountain troll. You can use those orc drummer, and then you can use reapers, which will actually wipe out all the enemy range unit like on the spot. And with like overlord here, it's like a Shnaga Shrug. You can use them with Gothmog, and you just gonna be like mind blown that it's actually worked really well. He's definitely can use all around. He would lost to a few commanders out there, but for the most part, especially in season 5, he is pretty godly, dude. He do high amount of damage. Right, because he's so tanky. That's the thing. You so tanky. And then if you have Warlord, dude, it's like a GG. You can guarantee that he's gonna do very high damage, and he's gonna survive. That's the thing. he's so good, but he is not an S tier. Like, it's very situational because you can't. Because most of the time you have to have a Warlord in order to do high damage. Or you have to play in season 5 that Reaper can do double attack. In my opinion, he is a solid commander. I mean, if you don't have anybody else, because and then you have them high respect. The Gothmog is godly. Well, I would say a solid A. Okay, Rotten Raz A. Okay, well, anything else is disrespectful for Gothmog, man. Gothmog is definitely an A. Okay, we can all agree on that. You know, it's so hard for me to put anything in S tier because a lot of time people just like, oh, maybe this is maybe that, but this is no limit. Like whatever respect you want to use, whatever gear you want to use, this is the way commander should be. Baba Yaga. Alright, next we have Baba Yaga. This one cost me an S-tail quite a few bucks here. When it first came out, I was like, man, this is like, you know, it could be like a Sauron for the orcs or something, you know, because you don't know that skill, you never tried them out. But well, you have my video when I got Baba Yaga. I'm like, whoa, man, I'm so excited. I invest a lot into her. Well, she is like a mixture of this, like a mashup skill that people actually don't really use. The good skill right here that could come into handy is the white hand, because they have, she have to have buff the Uruk-hai as well as heal the Uruk-hai. So this tree right here. However, the Uruk-hai is not good. It's not strong right now. So it become like useless. In my opinions. However, the new Uruk-hai Pike might just revive her. Okay, that's this skill right here is just have to be against enemy commanders. If it's all soldier for the first 5 rounds, that's just gonna be so much better. But for this one right here, she have a potential. And then with this right here, I don't know. I like to say, you know, we got scammed, dude. We got scammed for this commander. I have her at respect 5 just to test them out, and then put all the point into all this, you know, equipment and so on. Still, she's a good passer. She's a meme, in my opinions. All right, anybody agree? Pather? That's the thing. It is. I mean, it's not even usable. Yeah, it's a little bit better than Beruthiel, but dude, make it smaller. Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't do anything. I know a lot of people like look like meat is back on the Medu boys here. Okay. I have him at respect 5. I use him in season 1. He's a Uruk-hai commanders. Uglúk. Okay. In season 1, I did like, what I did was, I would do Uruk-hai Elite and I do Dangerous Trade. And I use Muma Kill, like 75 Muma Kill. And he's missing. He's missing out there. Like, you have to use the, I mean, you can have white hand now. Maybe you can use Retaliate. with like this white hand and there. But other than that, he's lack of like commander damage wise, so you can't use him as a commander damage. He's a good pather for sure. It's usable, but yeah, man. What do you guys think? A pather for this Uglúk. I would give it a chance again. Maybe next season. Try to build him like Retaliate build. But yeah, the pather is fine. He's fine. He is usable, but he's not like commander damage wise. So a lot of people think like Uglúk is commander damage, just like Lurtz. No, it doesn't work like that. But with the new Uruk-hai unit, I have a high hope for this commander. That will be like something that we can actually use later on. Pather, nah, I don't know. With the high, even with the high respect, man, I would give him a C. Give him a chance. All right, step on that. All right, Segret. All right, Segret. How about Segret right now? What do you guys think? Alright, so let's go over Segret. Segret is a very good commanders, but situational, of course. You only need like respect 3 to actually use. Alright, so we're gonna take that Segret here. Segret is, if you think of it this way, he is like another side of Lurtz. Instead of like a R3 and then R1 top, you go R3 and R1 bottom. They have a reckless, which obviously, in my opinion, he will hit his own soldiers sometime. Okay, and he hit really hard. But as you can see, I did like a budget build on my second count. He do phenomenal for like with just like purple gear. Okay, and that's like only respect 5. I have him respect like what 3 here. He do pretty high damage only against the horse though. That's the thing. Only against the horse he will dish out like he will do neck to neck with Elmer. Like for Theoden and Elwyn, he will actually take them out easily. With the higher respect, I do not think that he's like in my opinion, he's situational. There's many other commanders that can do better than he does. So he's limited. I believe that he should be in the B tier. He is good commanders. Wait, what's this? I don't know. Do we agree? You think it's C? I have seen Segret respect 12, I think. But yeah, he is not. I don't know. You think it's C, man? He's better. He's better than Uglúk and like. Well, I agree because he about Azog level. I would say like a very situational. He do a little bit higher damage, but he is only do high damage to the horse. That's the thing, and this thing is only high damage on the stone. So yeah, he's there. He's there. Okay, he's a C. Yeah, you're right. C. He's something that you. Okay, Lurtz here is this one a lot. If we play for 3 seasons, he will be definitely like A tier or S tier for sure. Like for sure, Lurtz. Okay. However, there's still people using Lurtz out there. So this is my like test Lurtz here. I almost make it to respect 9 and respect 10 to get the items, but someone got it there before me and it make me change my mind, and I sold all my Lurtz respect item. Because of his bowl, you need high refine in order to make like really good use of it. Right. So he is, well, you already know he do high commander damage, right? But later on in the game, there's so many things that will actually he will lost to like madness. He would shoot his own soldier so hard that you just be like, I don't want to use this anymore, because you're gonna run into Gandalf, and Gandalf gonna have like madness, and then it's a lot of things that just happened to Lurtz, that he's not strong as he was in season 1. Season 1 is like, I recommend everybody buy Lurtz on the chest right there. He's like so good. He's so good. I even have like a video like about a year ago. My Lurtz just slam into like a pile of like 6 and deal like 1,000,000 damage. It's like, it's so strong. The stream started about almost an hour ago, but we just finished T1 right now. So Lurtz is very good. It's super good. However, since Mumakil is being nerfed with the price that's so expensive. I mean, like for this season, no. For us, it's so cheap. But with for the most standard people that you play right now, it's very expensive deck to play 75 Mumakil, right? So you're gonna have to play with the different comp, and different comp might not do as well like if you use a troll, because the goal for his build is like the commander damage. So you bring whatever to soak up damage, right? It's not enough. It's not enough just to like deal whatever damage. So in this build right here, so I'm gonna cut it all off. In this build right here, we're gonna use Retaliate build. Okay, we're gonna use melee defense and so on. Okay, so let's see how well does he do. This is respect 8, by the way, and not the gear is not up there, but do we find some mob here? This is level 30. This is level 40, okay? Little bit different, but they still have like Marshall right here with Theoden. So the damage wise, this just like retaliate only. So the every time you get hit, they will hit back, right? Lurtz is 167k damage by the soldier alone. So let's take a look here, because he does have buff the Urukai. Okay, take a look at this real quick. Marshall, which is T4 by the way, attack, okay, with onslaught, give Marshall 74.4 damage dealt, hit Berserker for 9k, right? Berserker Retaliate, right? Counter attack for 8.8. See that? Dunedain hit Berserker for 2,500. Berserker countered for 9,500. Berserker hit Dunedain just like a straight hit without like a reduced damage at 13k. This is like, it's pretty good, right? I mean, this is like the new thing that I've been trying to work on. And imagine using with the pikeman. Okay, pikeman gonna hit 2 unit. So when all these things actually max out, like you have a better defense on the unit, you can actually hit AoE, not AoE, but 2 unit back every time that you counter. With the heal, okay? With the heal, Lurtz can actually heal. Okay, he doesn't do commander damage now with this build, but I believe he have a high potential. But he might not be an A. That's the thing. I don't think he's an A. He might be A for some of you, but in my opinion, he a fun build. Well, I did fight with Estelle, with Aduna. It's pretty good actually, but it's a big counter for Lurtz. Yeah, I don't think it's something that like people later on that watching this and be like, oh, Lurtz is like my pather and so on. He is good at some circumstances. He still lost though. I mean, there's some report that I actually lost. Okay, so it's a fun build. He's better than his brother Uglúk, but usable, yes, he can usable. There's you can do 2 build, but I don't think he is up there. I don't think he. Latha. Okay, we're gonna use Latha next. This one, in my opinion, Latha, he buffed Reaper, right? And then he buffed Fallen, and his unique is buff Fallen. However, mine is what, respect 6 now. What do you guys think? In my opinion, he's just a pather. I tried using him with just like Reapers and so on, and I use him with like try to use the Black Riders build with Fallen. I don't have his unique, but he's a cool commander. I use him as a pather. Alright, do we have defender for him? I have seen what his name? Is it Doom Shield that actually use Latha? Or is it Nikki that use Latha? But I mean, with a higher respect, I think we can skip this Nazgul. He's a pather for me. Alright. No defender for Latha? Okay. Pather it is. It's a cool design commander, but it's a pather, dude. Next. Alright, I know a lot of people love him so much. I actually like him a lot too. However, I invested into someone else. I just got respect 4. You need respect 5 actually to shine. Let's talk about him first, okay? I know a lot of people have... Alright, cool. Well, we all agree Lather the Pather. Okay, perfect. I do expect a lot of people love him and want to put him as the S tier. Okay, this is Khaldoon. Super cool. I mean, look at this. I mean, like, so cool, right? I mean, I like the art itself and so on. And his ability, as you already know, he's a Nazgul, so Ring Wrath is M into the middle part. However, a lot of people don't understand how to play him. Like, a lot of people just be like, what if we fight men? What if we fight this? What if we fight that? History is everywhere, but we're talking about no limit there. Okay, no limit. No limit is basically enemy men damage received, effect by might. Okay, and in that tree they have stun, they have feint. Okay, we're not gonna go cover like all the skill, but if you don't know the skill, I do have other videos. But this is talk about like how good he is. Okay, at the catastrophe of elf, okay, damage received by elf, right? Nimbleness, okay, for the range unit, is just gonna basically debuff elf, right? On this one, debuff dwarf right here. It's like everything. So if you are evil, you fighting good, he is a S tier. We talk about no limit, okay? No limit mean you have his unique, you have full, you know, some refine, good refine onto it. He's gonna do so well. However, we cannot put him as the S tier because this is gonna be more of the general. So let's say if you watch this video and you be like, oh man, Sleepy say is like it's a S tier, right? I'm gonna go focus on it. However, the downside for Khaldoon is he cannot fight evil. That's right. Prove it many times. They debuff men, elf, and dwarf, but did not debuff evil. So he's an A tier. No question asked. You know, whatever you say, a lot of player that you play with, Khaldoon is a S tier for versus good, A versus well, for general. Okay, we want to put him as an S tier, but we can't. But he is very situational. He is a beast right there. Okay, so let's take a look at the, just some of the stuff here. This respect 14 Khaldoon here, as you can see here. Endless fragile armor corrosion. This is for the door for sure. Okay, and then we add a Nazgul Screech for 1 for chance to, but it's unique. Okay, this is actually pretty good. All enemy unit damage dealt plus 6 damage dealt. Additional 2% for each dwarf, men, and elf. So if you just running all horse without like the bow knight, then it's only 2. But if you run bow knight with the cavalier cataphracts, then they're gonna be extra 4% onto this. Okay, so it's very good. It's very good weapons. Okay, this one, Berserker, and so on. So he's gonna be so much useful in the next season when we actually get into a season with the Uruk Pikeman, man. Oh, because you want to debuff them, deal damage, extra damage to them. It's like, and then the commander damage. If you watch some of my Maggot report that have this core 1, you will know that by the time like Gimli or Dwalin reach to like round, 7, 8, they might go down all the way down to like. They might go all the way down to like less than 100. Right. Finn have a point there. Like also pretty bad versus N. Bear, Eagle, and Hobbits. Because it's not listed there. But for the general audience, you people don't who use N, bro. I mean, you probably seen N in some time, or the Spirit of the Woods, and so on. But for general part, core 1 is solid because people are gonna use men, dwarf, and elf. He's a good T2 commander to focus on, basically. Okay, let's move on to the Shadow. Okay, what do you guys think? We talk about the Shadow. Many of you know I love the Shadow. I have it on my OWL account, Respect 8. And then I do have it here. Respect 11. However, I did not invest in him yet because of the troll war. I feel like the troll damage. I did use the strongest troll, the heal troll. Man, this I don't know. I got it. I just wanted to have this piece of like unique, okay, but to be usable, no. Shadow is different commanders compared to a lot of you that know like Khamûl or Witch King. Basically, a lot of people use Shadow in the early game and they don't understand. They try to use the alchemy bomb. It doesn't work because he don't build that way. Okay, so you not maximize with the build that the Shadow is supposed to be. Shadow is a damage commanders. Shadow is the B tier. Haven't noticed anything notable? Okay, so what do we have for Shadow? Okay, we're gonna go and Shadow have Black Numenor, anti-heal, Shape of the Void, basically follow up every round, and then the Undertaker 70 AoE attack. Okay, so this is Shadow. They have a detect weakness and low defense, Nazgul Screech, and so on. Okay, so he's a damage commander. How well does he do? Unfortunately, we don't have anybody to fight, so we're gonna deal with the sweep mob right here. So as you can see, Shadow with the follow-up Shape of the Void here, he gonna hit 3 unit every round in the first few rounds. He gonna hit 3 unit, or if they bring 2 unit, they're gonna hit 2 unit. They're gonna AoE twice. And then with some detect weakness and so on. So the commander damage should be high. And the build that I use right now, I use like mini alchemy bomb to it. Okay. The damage that we can deal here is should be about even. If you play Shadow, your damage, if you have a high commander damage and low soldier damage, that means you have a potential to raise the damage a little bit. So I try to do them even every time that we fought. We do have some of the shadow like matchup here. Ooh, they try to take the Umbar. Yeah, we have 7 hours left. It's a PvP time, but we are live streaming right now. Should I? Oh, wait. I'll send it in a little bit. But anyway, continue on the Shadow wise, guys. Shadow is very good commanders for good. He is situational because to maximize him, you have to fight him with the 3 soldier. Okay, with the 3 enemy units. I like him. However, I will put him in B. Next, we do have Khamûl. Okay, a lot of people like Khamûl. As I understand that, I get it. 99 cents. What? $1 make you a holler. Okay, so Khamûl is a very good deal, commanders. It's $1, man. $1 for this commander. He is good. But like I say, if it's in Thai, we call them a duck. Okay, well, a duck mean he can do alchemy bomb, but not very good. He can do commander damage, not very good. He can also do the Black Riders build, but not very good. Okay, so he can do everything, every build. He can do every build. In English, it's probably like jack of all trade. He can do. We don't need to go over his skill. He's just like. It's common, man. You play for 7 seasons. We've seen only one strong Khamûl out there in season 5 that we play. That guy that have he boosts all his soldier like all defense, like high defense Khamûl. It is good. However, for the most general audience, should you be focused on him? No. His unique is okay. It's like commander damage, but he's not very commander damage. Yeah, everybody like Khamûl, but like I said, man, he is not that. He's not there, but he's better than a C because he can do everything. And if you have a good item on him, he is actually pretty decent. He's not like nobody else use, but some people use Khamûl at respect 10 plus. He's good, but it's not something that I would choose though. This one right here, no need to talk. I have seen respect 10 items on this guy right here. He is, he's a meme. Probably like some rich guy actually use him and he actually good, but no. Khamûl is like the Valley girl on the evil side. Yeah, see, the thing is, a lot of people think Shadow is good too. I like Shadow. I have respect 11. Shadow is good, but come to the time to use Shadow, he is limited. He not like, you know, do high damage. Like you've seen, I have a lot of Shadow report that I actually hit like almost 300k commander damage. But if you, let's say you use Shadow to go hit like like Rise Up deck or something, he would not par. He would just wipe. He would just wipe against, like, you know, Dwalin or something if you using Rise Up on that build. So he can fight against Gandalf, yes. He can fight against like the horse deck and so on. He would deal significant damage to those, but he still easily counter. Like it's very hard because sometimes I look at the report and I'm just like, what? My Shadow is lost. So as you can see, I don't use Shadow as much as any other commanders. Okay, next, Fat Archers. Fat Archers is I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's like good or bad wise, simply because let's take a look at the Sakhor. I did play with him like early this season again, trying to do like get ready for Umbara. The equipment wise, you want to use like Sunend, so boost range, and I'll show you that like higher respect. This one I use it for dragon, but high respect, Corsair of Umbar. Read this though. Each round, allies range unit 50% chance to gain follow-up, but deal the minimum damage, right? You don't want to use Mogul Alabits. You want to use like a sniper. And we only have one range unit. That's the thing. That's the problem. So if you use like you know, the good side, they have a lot of range unit, right? You can, if you play non-role play, he's good. But for the evil side, we only have two, and this is deal minimum damage with follow-up. Okay, so each round. But the point of this is not that he actually shoot twice. The point of this is the rated skill, range unit, 35% chance to deal additional burn damage. This one right here, you're gonna shoot twice, you're gonna have a chance of 35% deal extra damage. Okay, that's already good. This is the social wise. Then that's the treason, which is the first 4 round, 100%. You can deal madness. Okay, so this is very, very, very good commanders, but we just don't have a soldier for him. That's the thing. You're gonna deal extra burn damage, and then you're gonna deal madness. He is a good, solid commander, but we just don't have a soldier to use him. So, since we are doing role play most of the time, he is a pather. You can use him for fun if you have extra soldier and so on, but it's not usable at this point. Even with the new like unit that come out, the new evil unit, it's considered a melee. You can't use on him. It's pretty sad. The fat archer is the fat pirate is actually pretty good. We're gonna talk about her. Oh, I don't have that good quality picture on this one. Adunâphel. This is season 2 commanders. Adunâphel is, I do have her quite high respect, like respect 7. I choose Adunâphel versus Sigrid in the season 2. I pick her. She is have a potential. Check out the betrayer here. All allies unit damage dealt, and then imitation added stun, reduce might, and then confusion added silence, and then focus down. So if you run this tree, it's gonna debuff the enemy all the way down to 10 round. Okay, Black Numenor is this one right here. It should not be here. That's the thing. And then you can either go might build, which is not gonna work so well because she doesn't have skill to deal damage. Okay, so you can go might build here, and you're gonna add like some pursuit effect and deal physical damage once. And with the Heartseeker, you're gonna hit the damage with the lowest health or something. That's the only thing. But if this skill right here that actually deal like extra commander damage, she could be a good commander damage, since this is gonna raise the stat, and this is there's a lot of things that you could change on this commanders. Or if you want to go this one right here, Spell Seeker, this is gonna be so safe when you can heal. You can actually anti-heal with this skill here. You can anti-heal it here too, and debuff. So it's a lot of toys. You can stun, you can silence, you can anti-heal, and so on. But it's no execution for her. Personally, I feel like she's missing out. I mean, like, as far as the report go though, the report with Estelle go, for the most part is because Retaliate build cannot counter the range unit. Okay, as you can see here, the range unit still. That's another report that Estelle almost wiped me out because he have a high of this range unit, which basically Retaliate cannot counter the range unit until the front is all gone. So it is a very well. She's not usable by most people. Even though with like deck out, I'm pretty sure Estelle is not happy with it. Should I put it as a Pather or C? I mean, with high respect, she's okay, but even with that, you are just. It's not. Well, like I said, there's not enough execution in the commanders. Well, I don't know, man. Sorry, Estelle, but we're gonna have use as a Pather. I really think that she can do well, but should people invest in her? If you're not Estelle, no, man. I disagree. What's going on? You still think it's a B? No, I can't give that a B. I mean, she is good, but I don't know. Would you? Well, you have Estelle as here, but I don't know, man. Well, exactly. That's the thing. People have not seen Aduna smack Gimli or Legolas before. That's the thing. You never seen them. She actually can do it. Come on, help me out, guys. But in my mind, I want to put her here at the meme of Pather because I don't even use her. Alright, a C tier. Okay, alright. C tier. Yeah, I'm okay with that. C tier, because she's better than Panther for sure. But if not, if you, that's a lot of heartbreaking like report that you actually see. So we're gonna move on to the last commander for the tier 2, guys. This one I like. Mao Sauron. Mao Sauron is I don't know what to tell you. Oh, the quality is crap. Okay, Mao Sauron. This one, for the longest time, I like him in season 1 once I got him, but I don't know how to use him. And he have not been good. Right? He just like, oh man, he's not good. Because we don't know how to use him. We don't know what he does and so on. And I watched this like YouTube guide, right? He do live stream on a Discord, and I just keep watching him using it, and he just used like Mao Sauron with Mumakil. That's it. That's the only thing he does. And then he just tried to tell me like to do this, do that, do this, do that, and I'm like, dude, you are using Mumakil with like Mao Sauron, man. It's no skill. In season 1, anybody that used Mumakil with, you know, just use Mumakil. It's no skill. Right. Mao Sauron very shine in season 5, where a lot of evil unit that can actually double attack. He would shine so much. He buffed Orc and Troll. He still disappointed me though. That's the thing. Yeah, the Estel is not wrong. He buffed Orc and Troll, damage there, and then Orcish Warlord and Dishearten damage dealt. So basically, we debuff and buff ourselves, debuff the enemy. However, this is the catch right here. Harbinger of Darkness, first 2 rounds up to 3 rounds when you max them out, allies and enemy unit. So everybody, all the soldier, will deal 75% less damage, plus Dishearten right here. And then the auction, even though you get a buff, you still deal 75% damage, right? Then there's an Enfeeble, which is you can synchronize with this. Master of Mischief, Inflict Madness. Okay, you can use just one skill if you want to. Then you can put the rest in a different spot. But I choose to be 7 point here. So basically, what Mao Sauron does is you kind of like disable everybody. Okay, so everybody don't deal any damage right now. And with the right gear. Okay, the right gear, it's only come in 2 hats in the game. One of them is the wizard hat, the gray wizard hat, and one of them is this hat right here. I put it on my shadow for now, but when, hey, okay. Tranquility right here. Every 3 round, all allies unit remove 1 random debuff right here. This skill right here is actually remove his Harbinger of Darkness. Okay, can you believe that? I didn't know that people that use Mao Sauron in season 3 and so on, and they've been using this skill. That's why you don't understand that if you have this skill, instead of everybody get 75% damage deduction, this hat right here with this skill right here will clean it out. Okay, will clean it out. So you get all this damage of the orcs and troll that you're supposed to heal to deal. So this skill will fully affect since round 1, not round 4. Okay, you get extra 3 round of damage out versus they not dealing damage. And when they don't deal damage enough, they're gonna take a lot of their number gonna be reduced. That's when you gain advantage for 3 rounds. That's how he come in. He becomes so strong. However, the problem is, this is allies and enemy units. He would lost to high damage commanders, and the good side have so much of high damage commanders, right? Dwalin, Gimli, Legolas, Sauron, Dane. Who else? Treebeard. I don't know. I never fought Treebeard enough just to be like, yeah, he is cool and so on. But he is a solid A. The R3 is broken for him though. First 5 round against enemy commanders. Okay. Because this is normal attack. The commanders, for the normal commanders that deal damage, they are deal damage with skills. Okay, with rush, raid, green leaf, whatever, man. I don't play good side, but that's those skill. Those are called skill. It not count to the normal attack. If it's like disable normal attack and skill damage for Sauron, yes, he will be so OP. I mean, for the first 5 rounds, come on, man. Like the first 3 rounds, if that, you just gonna be so advantaged out. But he lost to the commander damage. He's a solid A. If you use him, buff orcs, troll is gonna be tanky anyway. So it's very good. So he's a solid A, alright? Okay, so let's take a look at the quick damage report real quick. Then we can move on to tier 3. Whoa, this thing is pretty cool. What happened to my screen? Hold on. It doesn't show anymore. What the heck? What the heck? Alright, since this is gonna happen, we're gonna go with this for now. We can't show you this right now, and since it's live, I don't know what to tell you, man. So we're gonna stick to this screen for now, and you're gonna have to believe what we talk about. Seriously, dude. It just knocked out on me right this minute. Hey, there we go. So, box of knowledge. Balance commanders. Each round, 30% chance to falling trigger. Remove 1 random debuff damage dealt plus 9. This thing is actually pretty good. Does it work on his skill though? That's the thing. Yeah, if you play Rukai, Pike maybe even better on core 1, but the box of knowledge is very interesting. Maybe we want to see the report on the Mount Sauron. It is very good though. Other than that, guys, so far on this list right here, do you guys agree or not agree? Okay, move on to Sunend, guys. Sunend, and big shout out though today in who got it? Who got Sunend? Who got Sunend? Finn. Congratulations to Finn. He actually got Sunend today. That's that's like a huge commander. It's like she is so good. Thank you. I don't know. Do we need to even cover Sunend? Like, Sunend is an S tier. It's an S tier. I don't see anybody want to argue on this one. We don't need to actually, I'll explain briefly. Okay, so pen and paper down. Sunend, you need respect 5, but at respect 1 she still very good, because the tactic of his heraldic tactic, orc damage deal plus 30 for each, okay, for each evilman unit. So what are we gonna do? Check this out. Where's my Sunend? Okay, so what we do here is you use 2 evilman unit and you use the Mogul Alabets. Mogul Alabets gonna gain 30% for the halberdier, 30% for the vanguard. Right on the spot. Right there. Okay, right there. And then that's already 60% damage. And Mogul Alabets gonna attack twice. Okay? You have no other thing that just to be like the thing that will like counter Sunend is basically like you using Mount Sauron with a ton of Reapers, because with a ton of Reapers, Reaper will run straight to clean out your Mogul Alabets. That's probably the downside. And then at respect 5 you can actually heal back. So Sunend is hand down S tier. Okay, we just gonna have Black Serpent. Excuse you. Whoa, man. Not only that I like Black Serpent myself, but Black Serpent is Black Serpent is solid commander, man. Very solid. And then especially you have them like R5. You can play with the Black Serpent machine gun, which I will show you. He's something that you can just run around playing with, like a sweeping mob and so on. He is don't really lose soldier. As you can see here, we're fighting with sweeping with like level 40. You don't lost elephant, right? You only lost this archers, and look at the damage here wise. Deal 191k damage. You lost like what, 17k? You can sweep Black Serpent. He's a draw king. He can draw. He can deal a high amount, ridiculous amount of damage. However, he have one bad side, that if you don't have good equipment on him, like you don't have a burn chest, only like high alert alone is not enough for him to stand against Witch King. If you don't have a shirt, you need to have his shirt. I mean the burn protection shirt for Black Serpent to be able to draw with everybody. Okay, if you don't have a Momo kill, that's okay. You can run like the ultimate Black Serpent build. You can use all the Evilman set. He's still doing great. Whatever Evilman soldier you use on him is good. Or if you are just rich, you just gonna use a Momo kill and Mogu Alabits. He's also good. He's a solid A. He's not the S because he actually got wiped to the Witch King like nothing. Like just I'm super surprised on that too. Do I have a report? Like he just gonna got wiped like that. Soldier damage, look, 400k, and then this is just like a Witch King, you know. Not fully refined, but respectable items. And then yeah, man, this is not even high respect Witch King, and just wipe my Black Serpent with one shot. Okay, it's and then again, I use, it doesn't matter. I ran out of soldier, so I tried to use Reaper, but I guess it didn't work. So as far as Black Serpent go, he's an A. He's solid. We have someone with a very high respect Black Serpent in our warband, but we're not gonna show the report here, okay? Because you guys will be scared and will not try to face us again ever. He's good. Okay. Kírun is another solid commander, a draw king. You don't very good in the early game. When you start out the season, if the soldier die a lot, if you use Kírun, high respect Kírun, you almost get no loss in the early game, so you can grab a tie earlier. Same as the Black Serpent, right? However, Kírun have a little bit more of the Evilman buff to himself, and you know, it's super cool. We're gonna take a look at Kírun here. Like, come on, man. What else you want? And if you play Rune, which obviously in season 4, if you play Rune, he is king. And with the like giant hammer buff for the war chariot, if you see like the dirty Kírun build that I have, he is so dirty. He's so strong. However, the war chariot was nerfed to the ground, and we still can use them if you're rich, but if you're not, then there's no reason that you should use War Chariot at all, because it's so expensive. They used to be a 20 unit. Now they are only 4. They're just like troll. Okay. But other than that, this is the buff, right? The side damage plus 60%. Okay. Absolute leader, physical damage for each Evilman. Tribal tactic, 25% chance they're gonna attack twice. Then they're gonna have is this debuff with the damage down or inflict madness. So this is like a extra debuff that you might want to use. And then Easterling skill, you know, buff the defense. He is tough. You can also run on the hybrid build, which is R5 and R1 top, which obviously he's gonna heal significantly high. But once you reach about level 44, 45, you want to go damage buff. Because when you are small or you're doing a pather, you want to use the healing part for the Kírun. So he is a solid. He's a solid A as well. Well, it's buff. Okay, so let's read what the comment here. Okay, so Kírun is S tier because of the evilman damage and the boost effect. It does boost effect, right? However, the boost effect, Dragoon against large unit damage plus against large unit. Think about it. The Dragoon is not even good. Okay, the large unit is like Momokill, Werewolf, those Cold Drakes, like all these dragons and stuff on the weekends. It's only that. It's only that. And then Dragoon by the normal side is not. It's an average unit. It's not like a unit that we want to actually aim for. Its cost quite high. But it's the only evilman mount that we have. That's the thing. So, and then they buff like sight damage, which is pretty good for War Chariot. However, the War Chariots got nerfed. People don't use them. They're not a good T4 at this point. They're okay, but they're not like something that we like. Oh, dude, we need to use like War Chariot. No, it's kind of like, if you have it, yeah, cool. But should you use it if you are like being a nation that you got like beat up all the time? You're not gonna use a War Chariot. They cost a lot. They take long to build. Halberdier is the only good buff that it have. I totally agree with what Finn have to say. And then the rest of the skill, man, it's just like tribal tactic and then Eastling, which everybody have, including Khaldoon, Yushra, and Black Servant. They all have the same skill, except the R5 skill might be slightly different, but most of them they have about the same. And again, guys, they will lose to damage commanders for the most part. So I say it's a solid A. Yeah, Kírun is not like even the max out. You have seen Kírun one shot 300 tile, right? I mean for us, for IRSS, we have seen Kírun one shot 300 tile. It's with the giant hammer. Yes, it's possible. But to invest that X amount of resources into Kírun to make him that good and to trade off with others, I don't think he's not for every day, but he is a solid commander if you plan to use him. Alright, next. I know Sith Lord, he posted not too long ago that he need to go. Saruman. This one I need help for sure, man. Saruman is one of the commanders that I have not unlocked. It's like, I don't know. I really don't understand the dude at all. So I'm gonna wait until you guys. I mean, that's the only high damage Kírun out there. That's some other one, but I don't think Kírun is a S tier. He's they're okay. This is Saruman. That's a skill. That's like I don't like the skill on Saruman. It's this skill right here, the Y magic, deal focus damage to yourself and then deal extra to the enemy, right? And then the buff, a lot of people try to play Saruman with the focus damage commanders. Because the buff he have is not a lot. That's the thing. Like off many colors plus 15. Some commanders they have plus 20 or like even boost a little bit more. But if you're gonna run R5 for like soldier buff, I have seen some good report. Do we? I have a Sitload report here. I'm trying to find okay, we're gonna show you how I mean Sitload is it's pretty good, but alright, so check this out. There is some good Saruman out there. Well, as you can see, the troop comp here, we're using Warlord. Okay, gonna trim. There's no archers too, but with the Reaper, Warlord, and the Dragoon, I don't know. I personally don't know much about Saruman. That's the thing. So I can't say. I don't even have them located. I don't understand them. So I don't want to rate something that I don't understand them, because as you can see, it is a very good like report, right? I'll show you. IRSS maggots. So what do you guys think? This is, they have like a Ram Riders, they have Cataphax as a tank, they have, yeah, I don't know, it's, well, so, what do you guys think? But with this skill right here though, Chunky, damage dealt plus 30 right here. And then Uruk-hai Captain, you're gonna heal, and then and reduce damage for him. And I don't know, it's very hard for Saruman. For the commander that I don't know, I think I'm gonna give it like a B. A B. That's my offer to you guys. Yeah, because people don't understand. That's the thing. And I don't have the resources just to be unlock Saruman. How many times you see people play Saruman? Almost none. Right? So he have a potential. I mean, even though like at respect 5 is a minimum that for you to play him. Yeah, so basically, if you want to use Saruman, you're gonna have to really like the old man. That's the thing. But with the new Uruk-hai that's coming out next season, or like it's already out now, I believe you're gonna see a lot more Saruman. That like some of the people that like unlock Saruman and like maybe pull Saruman, he have like R5, R6. They can actually use him. Like with the buff that they have on the R5 on the Shaku here, I think he's gonna deal. He gonna do something like with the new Pike unit. But I can't give an A. I know Sitload he offered like, hey man, my Saruman, it should be an A. But with the deck out, Saruman and so on, man, he's a limitation. You can't use him for the focus damage because the focus damage, his focus with the deck out gear is not enough. It don't deal damage that you be like, whoa man, Saruman actually hit with the focus damage. It's a B. We have Paradox here, right? If you want to, you can come to bragging report in my magazine. You can just show you. So yeah, I mean, if you want to show off your report, so some of us will understand later on, but for now though, man, for now, we're gonna leave him at B, because, I mean, people don't understand him, and he is only soldier buff, right? See, I still see a usefulness. Look, we could use Grima. Okay, we could use Saruman. We can use Lurtz like the same way as we use Saruman. This is like no limit. Like right this minute. Unfortunately, I don't have Saruman to brag about. Okay, we're gonna move on, guys. Move on. Sauron. This is like, I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna put it S. Sauron. A lot of people, well, all of us have Sauron. Well, most of us. Most of our IRSS, we do have Sauron. And just, what else you want from Sauron, man? he's everything. He's probably like one of the strongest commanders that you can actually see. Even though easy to counter by madness, he still dish out damage. Like, unlike Grima. Grima, if you got madness, you probably like got like one shot. For Sauron, if you got a madness, you still actually deal damage to them. You know, if not win. Okay, and I'll show you why. Standard Sauron, the Deceiver right here, right? Damage received plus 12, and the focus damage. Look at its focus, okay? Focus go up by 20. It's not 15 like Saruman, right? That's another focus 20 right here, and then focus damage received extra, and a 25. They do have Soul Siphon and Overload. Overload here is just gonna deal like a high amount of damage. Then you're gonna use Soul Siphon to heal yourself. Okay. Then the Ring of Terror, first 2 rounds inflict commander and unit. Okay, 70%. If you have a madness on, this thing that will not work. And then Enfeeble, if you got madness on, you can get more damage to yourself, right? Lord of Gift basically raise the stat. This is like a standard R3 build. Okay, later on, if you want to be like, oh hey man, there's a lot of people doing madness, you want to switch out, you want to fight Galadriel this time. You want to fight Galadriel, you can do this way. Okay, and then you put a focus armor on to fight with Galadriel. You would actually win. You're just gonna run this. You're gonna raise the stat from here. You're gonna use this Gothar here. It's everything. So Sauron S. We don't need to argue. Everybody agree. I never seen anybody disagree with Sauron being a or something, because Sauron is good. Right. The thing is, it's easily to counter. However, you can always use the focus damage, and he actually deal right. Once you have R5, then there's more toys for you. You barely scratch him. Yeah, so this is a fun build, the machine gun Black Serpent. However, if you are in the battles, machine gun Serpent is basically you're just gonna go counter with like Gandalf and so on. But if you're gonna meet with the horse here, I would suggest using like the Evilman pack. You have to reskill. See, this is we are the same school for building a Mount Sauron. However, he does not have the. But the thing is, why did he use this war chariot? That's the thing. That's the problem. Well, why do you use war chariot for? You know, Gandalf the White is not the way to use alchemy bomb. Even though we'd be like, oh hey, you have to use the gray for the report. Oh, I'm sorry, the gray for the report. But it's like this is not the way to use it. However, that came out better than. This is a machine gun Black Serpent. Oh, okay. So this is the first hit. Okay, the second hit that you get is this one right here. You get wiped with the other one. Okay, I was like, man, that you only have like 18. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, next, Witch King. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Witch King of Angmar. Okay, everybody know Witch King. We don't have to go and try to look for the skill because I know Witch King by heart. Witch King basically convener in the bottom, R0 bottom, grant you to double attack, and then you're gonna boost the fire damage, and then you're gonna have Nazgul Screech to stop. Basically, superb like SSSS tier for hitting the tile. Okay, you just hitting any tile, most of the time you win, except when there's a 3 beasts Galadriel, like Eagle, Ent, and Beyonding. That deck is rough, but for PvE, Witch King is king. It's king. Nowadays, you lost to Gandalf the Grey, man. It's no joke. We can actually win now. But for the most part, we always lost to, white console. With the shutdown, with the madness, with a lot of things that can go wrong with Witch King. But for the first season, he's good. You only need Witch King at the respect 3. But if it's higher up, it does not, like, the amount of respect that you use for Witch King and the amount of respect that the damage that you're gonna get from the Witch King itself, from respect 5 to 6 to 10, you don't notable as much at all. It's just like maybe in the early game, yes, but like at level 50, like with the good gear and so on, because that's what he does. He just double attack on the alchemy to do. I mean, you can't use any other comp for him. That's the problem. So he is good for PvE. PvP he's still good for like smacking nuke and so on. But for the high end, Witch King will more likely wipe all the time. What kind of build is this? I think he put this one too much. The gray here. If he only would just want to blindside for the stun, he could have like put the rest up here. Damage against all control on Champion of the Light and High Alert a little bit more. And then, yeah, man, it's... And then, look at the unit, dude. It's... Well, I mean, you're gonna have to give it credit. Like, this one gonna weak to fire, and then try to do like a convener with the follow-up. But yeah, I mean, for this season, we can actually beat them because we have Swan Knight to tank. That's the thing. But we want to talk about evil role play when you use like, we can use Witch King Reapers. Okay, we can use Witch King with Reapers, and he is good. He's a good commander, but for the most part, man, you know in your heart, without Swan Knight to tank for you, and so on, you can't fight. You can't fight Gandalf for the most part, even though you are maxed out. The skill that's useful for Witch King is only like, you know, it's only stay at R3. The more skill it's not gonna make him that much like, oh, you know, how many times you meet Witch King like with R10, even though with R10 respect unique items is like impossible. I talked to Nikki, he's probably one of the first players that have like Witch King R10 equipment. Is later on you will understand Witch King you still use, but it's not like your focus to use, because people will counter Witch King. They know that, okay, this March walking in slowly is Witch King or Sauron. They know right away. Most of the players that play this game for a long time that counter evil, they can tell like this March is Witch King, this March is Sauron. Sauron walks slower than Witch King. It's, you know, Witch King is good, but talking about like really deck out Witch King is, I don't think he is S tier. Like, is he better than Black Serpent on some part? Right. Okay, Witch King can kill most of the deck, yes. Okay, except the one that have Champion of the Light. Witch King can fight Gil-galad, yes. Gandalf, as you can see the report, but this is like season 6, so I don't want to count them as the like good. For the most part, Witch King will wipe on, you know, on just the basic Gandalf the Grey. I mean, for the white, yes, Witch King will beat the Gandalf the white, but it does not beat the Grey. I don't know why. I really don't, man. I don't play the good side. I don't care about the good side commanders. I even cage my I'll show you. I even cage my Elven that I open behind that door. I just don't want them out. I'm just like, bro. But then again, I know you guys want to put as the S. What do we use to fight evil? What do we use to fight Witch King? If I have to face Witch King, yeah. If I have to face Witch King, yeah, I'm gonna have to use Witch King. Yeah, he's right. But still, it doesn't make him. It still did not make him to be a S tier. No. Disagree. Okay, this dude right here. A lot of people underestimate Undying. Okay, Undying. He is. I only see one person that actually successful playing Undying. So don't get me into it. I got Undying at respect 3. Okay. A lot of time, if you want to be successful with Undying, you need to be respect 5 or above. Second win, okay, unit recover 30% HP and he cannot heal afterwards, so he kind of debuff Chilling Edge, and these are like bread and butter for this build right here. So you damage dealt each round and then drain focus each round. Okay, and then it's just gonna. It's like you take a bigger chunk of focus onto you on the first few round, and then it's just gonna decrease. Okay, Undead Commander. This is like you. It's like you have Shroud on, pretty much. Personally, this is what you have to do. Basically, you kind of debuff enemy and deal and buff yourself and so on. And then he have this skill right here, which is AOE, which is you need like maybe just one just to activate it, just to remove the enemy like Shroud, pretty much. So as I say, I don't have experience with Undying yet, and I don't plan on using him at all. not even like I use him to pass, but because they are Nazgûl, I use Nazgûl to pass most of the time. But he's good. I mean, I have seen people that actually use Undying that actually like deck out. They actually do pretty well. What do you guys think Undying would be? I don't have much saying on Undying because he is something that I don't play, and I don't I don't have him like build. All right, so we got A for Undying. Yeah, I would say like, with people will argue on this for sure, but Undying is, you can use them to counter Gandalf and so on. He is good. He is good, don't get me wrong. Compared to Witch King, if you don't have a Witch King, you're gonna have to really like Undying. Like I do have Massey. His Undying is superb, man. What would be? He's a good commander. Just put it this way: if you invest in Undying at the high respect, like I would say, like respect 7, 8, he is very, very good. It's just a different play style. You're not attacking like you're not attacking like a high damage like glass cannon like Witch King, just like slam or like Sunend. He's kind of like a mellow type of attacker, just like Korwan. You don't know what happened, but it's keep debuffing you. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of IRSS will be like, Undying? Because I don't think any of us use Undying here in IRSS. That's the problem. The only, like I told you, the only person that I see play Undying is Massey. That's actually successful. Okay. Okay, this one right here, Cestaro. Super cool commanders. Super cool commanders, and this is no limit, okay? No limit. If you are using Undead, Vanguard, Wrath, and Cestaro with respect unique items, Cestaro do extremely well. Very high damage. He's definitely very situational. You need Vanguard. You need Wrath or Oathbreaker. So that alone will boost the troop comp. Cestaro is probably one of my favorite commander arts. Okay, look at this. I have him in season 3. I've full invite. I use him in the low level. He's not that far, but I have seen Nikki that who have his unique is super good. He's very high focus damage commanders. With the price tag, is he better than Saruman? Just because of the damage that he actually dealt is 200k, 250k focus damage for Cestaro at like respect like what 12. However, the downside of him is that you need the undead unit. He's the only commander that heal undead unit. It's so limited to use him. But if you can get those things, he's definitely an A. He's definitely an A for this is for high respect. You need respect 12 at least, just to be like people just gonna go wow. But then again, if you are in the losing nation, then he might not be good because you're not gonna have the Vanguard. You're not gonna have Wrath. But if you are managed to have everything, then Cestaro is godly. It's super strong. Rule have I know Nikki have respect 10 item for Cestaro, and it's pretty beast. I mean, I have seen it, and it's a focus damage that a lot of people does not have. If you are fighting anybody that have high focus damage, if you don't have this armor, you are done, dude. I mean, I learned this not too long. If you don't have this armor to focus damage reduction at all, you're not gonna survive. This is easy. I would say easy counter. If you have this gear, it's same as a burn damage reduction and so on. But this is focus damage. Not a lot of focus commander. Like you can fight with Galadriel. With this, you can use this counter like a focus damage Sauron. You can, but Cestaro no limit is very very strong. All right, lastly guys, Skyhem. This one right here, not gonna lie, I really want this commanders. I can locate Skyhem right now, but I'm not. I'm just waiting for. I have 27 respect item for Skyhem. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but it's just a waste space for me at this point. As you can see here, it's almost 1,000 now already, so it's a little bit over. I'm not locating Skyhem because she is not up to the par yet. I know I have Allspell and Donkey actually plays Skyhem, and actually everybody that plays Skyhem, they say they're so disappointed in her. That's the thing. I seen that like Skyhem like respect like 7 and so on. The damage that they do, like Lord of Wolf here, walk unit 50% chance to deal additional poison damage. I have seen just a full raiders just hit with the extra poison, you deal about like 5,000 to like 10k. That's for the damage wise. However, like this skill right here is so failed. The Dark Ranger though, it sounds so good, right? And then they have like do blow here. Okay, self 70% chance to do follow up each round, but like many other commanders, it's no execution. You understand? The no execution mean, okay, look, self, that mean the commanders, you're gonna attack twice, but there is no skill, and the normal attack itself, you're gonna do like what, 3,000 damage, if that. Okay, so the skill sounds so good. At first I was like, oh, I really want to get her because she's gonna be better than Witch King 70%. But when before I located him, everybody was like, it doesn't work like your brain thing, right? And at the end of the day, you just be like, oh wow, you know, it's gonna attack twice. The commander gonna attack twice, but she buffed the walk and then gonna attack twice, but there's no skill to actually execute any of these thing right here. So in my opinion, she's okay. She's okay if you like find her for free. But for me to waste my spot and locate her, I'm not. I will use her once I got her letter, but I will not locate her by myself there. And I'm just gonna keep that respect item right there, so I can get respect 5 right away, and then I can play with it. But it's not something that like high respect still not gonna worth it, because she does not have anything to execute her. So she will go along with Adunâphel, which obviously most of the TSC is basically have a skill but cannot execute. It's like it's not a complete. And the pattern meme is like none of them works. Either no soldier, no comp yet, but this is it. This is it. We're not gonna talk about Armor Sauron. We're not gonna talk about Beruzil because Beruzil is trash. I'm just gonna get like, alright, are you guys ready for Balrog commanders? It is confirmed that he's coming in, but when is he coming in? I don't know. I'll just put it right here. And all these right here, guys, I'm gonna post this live stream and the picture of you that of this that you can actually show, like you know, keep it update, like what are we supposed to be using right now. So far Gorbag is very good for all trade, I think, and then Sunend and Sauron, that's like there. Even though I want Witch King to be an S, but it's, you know, it's a tier list. It's like a politics of like everything it's like a politic of the game that people have different opinions. And if you watch this later, leave a comment down below. Do you agree or not agree on this tier list? Okay, so other than that, guys, we've been here quite some time, 2.5 hours, dude. But it's very fun to make a tier list, though. It's something that I like to, debate. Other than that, guys, leave a comment down below and smash that like button. Don't forget to share to your warband. And I think we can end the live stream. I think I'm gonna go to war, man. I'm gonna go to war. I don't know. I disagree on going to war. But since it's very whoa, man, quick march. Okay, we're gonna send Sunend here. We'll be there in 30 minutes. Oh, that's Estel right here. What the heck? Yeah. So that's that, guys. So that's are we gonna do unit? I want to do the good side unit, but then again, I have no knowledge as much, so I don't want to be like posting down and the people will be like, yeah, you don't know anything about these good unit. I just know, like, okay, this guy, we're gonna fight him with this deck. This guy, we're gonna fight him with this deck. I don't know what they do. I have an idea, but I'm not gonna be like down to like an evil commander like what I have, because I play only evil pretty much. So I know a lot about evil compared to good side. Good side, I don't even still know what this Imra Hill do. Okay, so I got them for free, but from now on I know how to cage them behind the gate, so I'm not gonna locate any more of these commanders. Like to thank you everybody for tuning in today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to empty the barrack today too. So I hope that you found this useful.